Hello, in today's lecture we will find out the fundamental theorem of integration. Basically we will find out the formula of indefinite integration. So in previous lecture we have find out that in differentiation we find out the slope of a curve which is equals to tan theta equals to m. Basically what if this is a Cartesian plane and this is the say curve, we are finding out the slope in this interval of the curve. So this is b minus a and this is fb minus fa, and this is the angle theta. So tan theta equals to, you know what, tan theta equals to perpendicular by base. So the formula of the slope is fb minus fa by b minus a, or we have written there as y2 minus y1 in x2 minus x1. If you didn't say the previous lecture, go and see the previous lecture, the things will be clear. Now let's jump into the integration part. The integration part finds out what? The area of a curve. In integration, we'll basically, our target is to find out this area under the curve in this AB interval. So for finding area under a curve in a certain interval, say this is xy plane, in this interval, we will cut out this area in smaller rectangular strips, because we can't, there is no general formula for this area under area that is enclosed by this curve and this x equals to 0 straight line. So subparting this area by small rectangles. So for formula of rectangle, a rectangle is what? Length into breadth. Now for an easy problem, we are taking a straight line of y equals to mx from plotting it in xy plane, taking the interval a and b. So area of this and strip and taking out this small strips of rectangles as a whole. Now the total area will be what? Under this straight line will be what? Sum of all the area of all these rectangles. Say all this small distance are we denoted previously dx, denoting by dx size. So all dx size, and the functional value of each xi is what? Fxi na. So the formula will be like what? Summation of running from I to n fxi dxi. For fundamental theorem of A, we come to a assumption that this nh equals to b minus a, where b and a are the endpoints, n is the number of subintervals, and h is the length of the subintervals. Now, so area is becoming close to what? Sum of all this limit tends to infinity, sum of all these intervals. So which is equal, this sign becomes integration sign. Area equals to what? Length. This length is obviously equals to fx. This breadth equals to what? Dx. This dx, and this is fx length. So sum of all from a to b, integration a to b, gives fb minus fa plus c. Fb, this is fb, this length, and this is fa minus fa plus c. This c is actually, you can see there are small places where we cannot find out the rectangle, these parts are not getting by this rectangular parts, we are missing them. So we are adding one constant term which is called integration constant. In definite integration, this integration constant is omitted. That is the main difference. Next, similarly for a curve, we cut out them in smaller strips, area under the curve. The strips are cutted out, then the and these parts are not being taken. So the general formula again becomes, for this curve, integration fx dx from b to a equals to, this lengths are dx, these are fx size, or fx as fb minus fa plus c. This c is this constant part, or this is this unfounded parts. Here we have taken n as infinity, cause here we have taken n as infinity, cause we have taken countable intervals 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, but we can obviously make partition of this area in infinite intervals, so we have taken this n as infinity. Okay, now the for last one thing, in higher education of college level, you will learn about trapezoidal method, Simpson 1/3 method, and Simpson 3/8 by method. Some methods of finding area under a curve. There we will accompanied by a term, this error term, because you compute the area by using these methods, but there is a error. Some small values are been like 0.01 is the error. The value is deviated from the real value. This deviation because of you are missing these parts under curves. Okay, so thanks for watching. This is the main concept of finding area under a curve or a straight line, the main concept of the integration, which finds out the area under a curve and in a certain interval, for definite intervals, for definite integrations, and indefinite integrations, this endpoints are not mentioned. Okay, thanks for watching.